Listen up, y'all listening? Listen up. The fact that I'm waking up right now, right? The fact that I'm waking up right now to see that this fuck nigga and his fuck ass team, I know it's not his team. I know it's his bitch ass. Gonna tell the Breakfast Club the only reason why this motherfucker asking for spousal support because I was asking for everything. Because I was asking for everything and because I don't be with my kids. Yo, you such a fucking pussy ass nigga. Word to my mother. I want you to die, but I want you to die fucking slow, nigga. When you die, nigga, I want you to die slow in the bed. And while you die, nigga, you gotta think of me. Let me tell y'all something, right? When I first filed for fucking child support, my lawyer filed for child support. When I first filed for divorce, my lawyer filed for shit. And this nigga started spazzing, right? So I told my lawyer, what's that shit called? There's a renew divorce paper, right? And in the renewed divorce paper, I asked for no child support. I didn't ask for no child support because I want to be done with this marriage. Like, I feel like I'm tied up. I asked for no child support. Kiari is allowed to see my kids. There is not one day that he's not allowed to see my kids. Okay? He stood up my kids 3 times. He have seen Blossom only like 5 times. Okay? And I've been trying to save your face. But for you, stop playing saying that I don't be seeing my fucking kids. Stop playing because you don't want to look like a less of a bitch ass nigga. All right. If I keep you away from the kids, right? All right. You talk to the kids almost every single day. You call the kids every single day. I allow you to talk to the kids every single day. If I allow you to talk to the kids, why would I not allow you not to see the kids? It was a point that he was making a big deal like, oh, I'm not going to go to New York to see the kids because I'm not going to be seeing my kids in a hotel room. All right. I was like, all right, so you could see him in my mom's house. You still made it a big deal. And I love my daughter so much. Yo, if I'm lying, my kids could die if I'm lying. I said, you know what? To make it easier for you, you could see the kids in my house. Just because I want my daughter to feel the love of her dad. Because I want my kids to have that love of their dad. I want the love of both parents, even if we're not together. Also, the last time we seen the kids was in March on Cody's birthday. Okay? So before you start talking to me about I don't see my kids, let's talk about it. You haven't seen the kids since March. Okay? You say you was going to...
The hip-hop world was recently rocked by news that Kiari Kendrell Cephas, known professionally as Offset, has reportedly requested spousal support from his estranged wife, Belcalis Marlenis Almanzar, better known as Cardi B, amid their ongoing divorce proceedings. This development has sparked widespread discussion, not only because of the high-profile nature of their relationship, but also due to the uncommon dynamic of a male celebrity seeking spousal support from a female counterpart. As 1/3 of the rap trio Migos and a successful solo artist, Offset's request raises questions about finances, power dynamics, and the evolving nature of celebrity relationships. Cardi B and Offset's relationship has been a roller coaster since they first began dating in 2017. Their romance, marked by lavish displays of affection, public feuds, and personal milestones, has consistently captured headlines. The couple married in a secret ceremony in September 2017, welcomed their daughter Culture in 2018, and later had 2 more children, Wave and a daughter born in 2024. However, their marriage has been far from smooth, with multiple breakups, reconciliations, and allegations of infidelity, primarily on Offset's part. In September 2024, Cardi B filed for divorce for the 2nd time, citing irreconcilable differences. The filing came after years of publicized struggles, including Offset's alleged cheating scandals and Cardi's outspoken frustration with their relationship. While their first divorce filing in 2020 was eventually withdrawn after a reconciliation, this time Cardi appeared resolute, emphasizing her desire to focus on her career and children. However, the latest twist, Offset's request for spousal support, has added a new layer of complexity to their separation. Spousal support, often referred to as alimony, is a legal obligation for one spouse to provide financial assistance to the other after a divorce. Typically, it is awarded based on factors such as the length of the marriage, the financial disparity between the spouses, and the lifestyle maintained during the marriage. While spousal support is common in divorce cases, it is relatively rare for a male celebrity to request it from a female partner, particularly in the entertainment industry, where public personas and traditional gender roles often influence perceptions. Offset's request for spousal support has raised eyebrows because Cardi B's financial success significantly outpaces his own. Cardi B, a Grammy-winning artist with a string of chart-topping hits like Bodak Yellow and WAP, has built an empire through music, endorsements, and business ventures. Her net worth is estimated to be around $80 million, bolstered by lucrative deals with brands like Reebok and Fashion Nova, as well as her savvy investments. Offset, while successful as a member of Migos and as a solo artist with albums like Father of Four, has a reported net worth closer to $26 million. The disparity in their earnings, combined with Cardi's role as the primary breadwinner, appears to be the basis for Offset's claim. From a legal perspective, Offset's request for spousal support is not as far-fetched as it might seem to the public. In Georgia, where the couple resides, spousal support is determined based on factors like the standard of living during the marriage, the financial needs of each party, and their respective earning capacities. Offset's legal team could argue that he became accustomed to a certain lifestyle during their marriage, one that was largely funded by Cardi's income. Additionally, if Offset can demonstrate that he made sacrifices for the marriage, such as prioritizing family over career opportunities or contributing to Cardi's success in non-financial ways, he may have a case. Another factor that could play into Offset's request is the couple's children. With 3 young children, custody arrangements and child support are likely to be significant aspects of their divorce. Offset may argue that spousal support would enable him to maintain a stable environment for their children, particularly if he seeks joint custody. Courts often consider the best interests of the children when making financial decisions, and Offset's team could leverage this to strengthen his claim. Offset's request for spousal support has sparked a broader conversation about gender roles and financial dynamics in relationships. Historically, spousal support has been associated with women seeking financial assistance from their ex-husbands, reflecting traditional norms where men were often the primary earners. However, as women like Cardi B achieve unprecedented financial success, these norms are being challenged. Offset's request highlights a shift in societal expectations where men can also seek support without stigma, or at least attempt to. The public reaction to Offset's request has been mixed. Fans and critics alike have weighed in, with some applauding Offset for asserting his rights and others mocking him for seeking support from a woman who has publicly accused him of infidelity. Comments like, "Offset trying to secure the bag from Cardi," "Wild," and "Cardi worked hard for her money. Why should she pay him?" reflect the polarized sentiment. The discourse underscores the tension between traditional masculinity and modern financial realities, particularly in the context of celebrity culture. For Cardi B, the request may feel like a personal affront, given her outspoken nature and emphasis on independence. In past interviews, she has discussed her journey from stripping to stardom, emphasizing her hustle and determination. The idea of paying spousal support to Offset, especially after their rocky history, could be a bitter pill to swallow. However, Cardi has remained relatively quiet on the matter, letting her legal team handle the proceedings while she focuses on her music and motherhood. While the exact details of Offset's spousal support request are not public, it's worth examining the potential financial implications. Cardi B's wealth is tied to her music catalog, brand deals, and real estate investments, including a $5.8 million Atlanta mansion she shares with Offset. If spousal support is awarded, it could involve monthly payments or a lump sum settlement, depending on the court's ruling. Additionally, the division of assets acquired during their marriage, such as cars, jewelry, and properties, will likely be a point of contention. Offset's financial situation, while not as robust as Cardi's, is far from dire. As a member of Migos, he has benefited from the group's success with hits like Bad and Bougé and Walk It Talk It. His solo career and collaborations with artists like 21 Savage and Metro Boomin have also contributed to his wealth. However, his earning potential may have been impacted by the couple's high-profile drama and the time he spent focusing on their family. If Offset can prove that his career took a back seat to support Cardi's, the court may view his request more favorably. What sets this case apart is the inversion of traditional financial dynamics, with Offset's request challenging stereotypes about who should provide and receive support. The outcome of this case could set a precedent for future divorces involving high-earning women and their less wealthy partners. It also raises questions about the intersection of fame, wealth, and personal relationships. For Offset, the request may be a strategic move to secure his financial future, but it risks further damaging his public image, particularly if fans perceive it as opportunistic. As the divorce proceedings unfold, all eyes will be on Cardi B and Offset to see how they navigate this latest chapter. Will Cardi contest the spousal support request, or will they reach a settlement to avoid a protracted legal battle? How will their co-parenting dynamic evolve, and what impact will this have on their children? These questions remain unanswered, but one thing is certain: the saga of Cardi B and Offset is far from over.